Okay, now I have seen some pathetic movies in my time. Skinned Alive really does take the cake. It's about a family called the Crawdaddies who go from town to town selling leather. It's probably mentioned now that they're crazy and they occasionally beat people up and skin them. That's about all the plot you really get. There's one scene where this fat guy offers them, money and tickets to Wayne Newton's all-nude review. They then chase him down. The woman, the one who's not in the wheelchair, throws a machete at him. It goes through his back and comes out. The next scene, she is holding the machete right behind him. The guy had left where they were, and he ran off into the distance. So you have massive editing flaws. Another guy, they actually show them kind of butchering. As he's cutting into the guy. It's like he's cutting through a pie crust. It's thick, and the skin bunch up in some spots. And then when the woman's like, "Oh yeah, peel off a section of it, cross section, I can peel it off." And she then peels it off, and it comes off super smooth and super easy. Such that you have those three people, and then three other people beyond all the random people who just die. The gore is done decently in some spots and over the top in others. When the alcoholic who lives next door, who I guess is also like a Marine because he brings out an assault rifle when they begin to attack his house, goes into, because they have a problem with their car, so someone's working on their car and they're spending time at this person's basement apartment. He goes walking in there because he's friends with them. Goes in the basement, and there is the skin of a naked man hanging there. I was like, "Oh, it's my artwork. Isn't it so religious? Do you want to touch it?" While she's playing with the dude's skinned member. Yeah, so it's the full body. Even though, from the way that portion of the skin looked, she slopped off the muscle to it and actually removed the skin from it. But that's splitting hairs. A lot of it is spent with these people cussing at each other. I think I have similar production values, and I'm using a webcam. The acting is horrible. The effects range from being horrible to being plausible. Yes, not good, plausible. The movie came out in 1990. And if you're a fan of really poor, low budget 70s flicks, this is right up your alley. For anything in the way of plot, acting that is not super over the top, dialogue that doesn't sound like a bunch of sailors on shore leave, this movie is not for you. I'll be honest, this is probably one of the biggest wastes of time I've had in a long time. The acting was horrid for the most part. The special effects are horrid to okay. Now the ending sequence, when they decide to attack the alcoholic, who then breaks out his assault rifle, he clicks in one of those double-barrel carts underneath it. He wastes all that on their mother or father. It's hard to tell. Who crawled to his house because she is normally in a wheelchair. And he lights she up with his gun. That he has to take off the double-barrel clip, put in another clip, and then shoot the man. The man, of course, I guess would be part of the superhumans. He gets shot repeatedly, and he still fights. He then kills the woman in his basement. Yes, she attacks him first with a hatchet. He fights her off, and he pulls out his assault rifle, which has a freaking bayonet on it. She then tries to attack him with a pocket knife. He disarmed her by doing this. She grabs another pocket knife. He disarmed her, again, doing this. And then, he cuts her open in the abdominal area, and then runs the blade right into her throat. Roman bayonets are relatively sharp. And I've seen lots of people were able to take, a regular knife and, cut straight through someone's, abdominal area and chest and sternum. You would think a bayonet to the throat would be really easy to just... Nope. Once you stab someone in the throat, after you've got, their abdominal section opened up to the point that, some intestines fell out, they're probably done for. And then he gets to fight the male Crawl Daddy. This guy got shot, and then he gets shot in the face, and then he gets punched in the face, and makes blood fly everywhere. And then he gets shot again. He gets shot in the face, he gets you see that half his face has been shot off. But he's still alive. He gets his nose bitten off. This is... Back to the matter at hand, if you like crappy, old, cheesy, nostalgic, horrid, 70s sort of special effects, dude, Skin Live's right up your alley. If you are not in any way, shape, or form a fan of really horrid, over-the-top, pathetic acting, mildly decent special effects, literally, this movie is, yeah. You better watch it paint dry. Watching the nun curl on a humid day. Yeah, this is... I'm done. Literally, I can't...